Hey everybody, Accurateshot with you today. Today's gameplay is basically a singles I did about an hour ago, and I did win this GB. This is the first map. The second was Team Deathmatch. You know, that's a can't fest, so I didn't bother posting both gameplays. Save some time. But anyways, I had a weird encounter on my PS3 earlier today, my first singles match, and I still won the singles match. I do not know how, but it's probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen happen during a game, and it had to be during a GB match, of course. When I played hours before and hours last night, I come across this encounter of my controller completely messing up and throwing off my game. It was ridiculous. So I thought I'd get that out and tell you guys a little story about what happened. So I was in the singles, we got the match, we set up the room. I get in the room and I go to throw a stun grenade, and it just holds it there. Like, it literally just holds the stun grenade, so it's like I'm holding L2, or yeah, L2, and not releasing it. But I'm not even doing anything. I'm holding L3 trying to sprint. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I try to turn off my controller, and now it's freaking shooting. I'm pressing the PS button and trying to hold the PS button, and my fucking gun's shooting. It's freaking shooting, going. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? so then, I finally get the button to work to be able to shut off the controller. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't get to shut off the controller. It completely froze. So I had to turn on my other controller, and then I had to press PS button on that, and then do controller settings and make that the player 1 controller. But while the player 2 controller is the one that's messed up and is still on, it's still doing it. It's literally still pressing buttons, and I'm still shooting, even though it's on the second controller. And I was like, wait a minute. Are both controllers messed up? There's no way. So then I finally get that other controller. I leave the room after the first map, after I won, and then I go get the other controller and make sure the other one's off, and then we go into the second map. And I'm like, okay, I got my controller fixed, you know, this ain't gonna happen. So I go to the next map, which is, I'm playing Nuketown variant, so it's still Nuketown, and I'm sitting there playing Team Deathmatch, right? And I'm like, oh my god, when I first start, it's like you press the PS button, and you hold the PS button, so that's what's coming up. You hold the PS button, and it comes up, quick game, controller settings, and all that. So that kept on coming up, like, every 5 seconds. And then it would stop for, like, a minute, and then come back for every 5 seconds for, like, 35 seconds. So come on, like, 6 times, 7 times. So then I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I can get out of it. Every time it does it, I can press the PS button and it gets out of it. And like the last time with my other controller, where it wouldn't let me do nothing, it completely froze. It wouldn't let me scroll on the menus. It wouldn't let me select a gun. It wouldn't do nothing. This one is, I'll click out, press PS button again, it goes out, and then I can do everything normally. But a couple times, the guy thought I wasn't playing. I'm like, I'm in playing. My controller keeps on messing up. I still end up winning that game, I think, 18 kills to 12 kills, and at least half of those kills were from my controller messing up, hitting the PS button, and then I'm frozen, and he catches me in the back or something in the middle of the map when I'm trying to run. So that happened to me a few times. And then I shut off the PlayStation for about 2 to 3 hours. I got back on just now and played a few pubs with the controller, and it seemed to work fine. So I don't know if the other controller's defected. I've never seen this happen before. It was completely off, and it still did it. And then I get back on, and it's working. My controller's working perfectly fine. So is that the controller, or is that the PlayStation? You guys be the judge on that one. That's probably the most strangest thing I've ever seen happen to me, and especially in a competitive GB match. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, could you imagine you're on a gunfight and all of a sudden PS button, they press the PS button, I'm like, what the hell? I didn't do nothing. I mean come on, that'd be the worst thing imaginable. Like, what if you were in an MLG playing for like $20,000 and that happened? I mean, I would completely freak out and lose my mind. I'm like, oh my god, I just lost a round when it was tied 3-3 in Search and Destroy because my freaking controller decided to glitch and be a ghost, and like some ghost is pressing buttons for me. But anyways, I thought I'd share that, guys, with you. As my moment of the day, moment of the year as far as playing. Probably the weirdest thing I've encountered since I've got Black Ops and since I've got my PlayStation. So as you see, I won the first round, 93-74. It's pretty good outing. I didn't really camp. I camp more on when I killed him, waiting for him to respawn, making sure I'm in the middle of the map so he respawns where he's supposed to. So that was just all strategy-wise. It really wasn't camping. I was just getting the cutoff points for domination because I knew where he's going to spawn, so I just watched out where he was going to come out, and I picked him off as well as I could. I'm not a very good singles player. I'm more of a team player. I like having my backup, people watch my own back. 1v1, I get too impatient. Like, this game is probably the most patient I've ever been in a singles GB match. I don't normally do singles. I don't do 1v1 tryouts, tryout for clans 1v1. I think it's stupid because as a team you can play a lot better as a team member than as an individual. You can rack up 40 kills all day, but if you don't play with your team's going to lose. I see people in capture a flag going like 56-3 and losing. So for all you guys that not into competitive gaming, best way to do it is teamwork. Use call-outs, get cut-off points, use your mics, and know where your people are. Look at your map, look at your team. Make sure you know where they are. That way, when they say they die and they forget to say, oh, there's a guy right here, you know he's right there because you knew where your teammate was posted at. So that's something I always put it in the SOCOM. I used to play SOCOM 2 and 3 and combine the I played Confrontation 2. And that's a big part of SOCOM is knowing where your teammates are at all times, because sometimes they're going to be in a huge gunfight and it wasn't free talk, so you had to hold the button to talk, and sometimes you were just shooting, so you couldn't do that. So you relied on your teammates to know where you were, and that's a very good strategy. If you know where they are at all times, you know where the guy's going to come from, or maybe 2 or 3 directions he might come from, where you can maybe find a spot to watch all 3 of those. So that's what I did here on Nuketown. Obviously, there's only one side of the map he can come through, but he can come through different buildings. And if you put an area to where he has to cross, he can't see you when he comes across, then you pretty much have got on lockdown as long as you win your gunfights. I don't win all my gunfights. I'm still getting better at that. At Call of Duty 4, I was a beast with the M16 and MP5. This game, I guess I didn't play Modern Warfare 2, so my Call of Duty skills went down from there. But I'm getting them back. GBing more, I'm scrimming more. So my game's getting back to where it used to be in Call of Duty 4, and I'm pretty much impressed with myself and how I'm playing and how I'm improving and the stuff I'm learning. You know, nade spots, drop shots, jump shots, all that stuff, choke points, cutoffs, all that. But another thing I wanted to talk about is the tournament's coming up. It is going to be a 32-man tournament. If you want to sign up, I will have a form up soon on our website, or you can just comment below on this video. Please, no friends request. I really do not have the room for a 32 or 100 friend requests, considering you can only have 100 friends. So please, no friends requests. Just post down below. You can send me a message on PSN. You know, if you want to become actual friends on there and keep playing with me or play with our clan, let me know, and then I'll make the exception on the friend request. But just no random friend request if you don't plan on sticking with me and sticking with us, playing with us. I still need a commentator. I still need some video directors, make some montages. So I'm going to keep a lookout for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. It's about over, almost. I have a few other things to talk about. Favorite football team. Favorite football team for me is the Colts. Peyton Manning's down. It could be out all season. So yeah, you guys can brag about that. I'm probably a bunch of Patriot fans. Screw you guys. Screw Charger fans, even though my freaking fiance is a Chargers fan. Could you imagine me in their household? Man, with her whole family all being Charger fans? That's not good. Colts, Chargers, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? But what was another thing I was talking about? Oh, I'm thinking about putting up some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. I do have the game. I hardly ever play it. I'm thinking about trading it in. So if you guys want some gameplay, let me know and I won't trade it in. If not, I'm probably going to trade it in, just put whatever I get towards Modern Warfare 3. I might be thinking about getting a PlayStation 3 this Christmas or February, depending on what my problem is, if my PlayStation or my controller. I still want a second one because that way my wife can play and I can play and we can both play at the same time, so I don't have to get off when she wants to play. But that'll be interesting. She plays different games, so I don't have to buy really separate games or anything, because she won't always play the same game as me. I normally play Call of Duty. My thoughts on Modern Warfare 3. This is just my quick little review. I think it's good. I like the kill streak. Strike packages. I think they're unique. They're bringing a little fun to the game. Maybe more campy, maybe more rushing. But you know what? Overall, it looks like a pretty good game. People say it's too much like Modern Warfare 2. Then I think they should go back to the old school Call of Duty 4 style. But you know, it's evolved. Technology evolved. They got to keep up with what other people are doing and what people want to see. They got to reach out to the broader crowd and not just stick to their fan base, because they want more than their fan base. Obviously their fan base is enough to make money, but they always want to make more money. Just like any other company, they want to evolve and make more money. So that's understandable that they do stuff different to make things easier for other people. I'll probably be running the assault package. I love my kills. And then I'll be running all the packages, actually. Support package, I'm going to do them all, so that's no big deal. I wish they had an intervention back. The 50 cal is kind of nice, but other than that, it was alright. Anyways, it's about to wrap up. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a good day. Thank you.